Hi, welcome to Channel Nika. Today I'm going to go over 7 easy ways for you to plan your very own baby shower. Many people do plan their own baby shower, but if you want your baby shower to be really professional, you want to really stay within the budget, and you want some tips and ideas on how to incorporate your very favorite things into your shower, please stay tuned. What we're noticing today is that baby showers are no longer just a way for family and friends to come over, provide gifts for the mom, and probably have a few light bites. And baby showers are now a lot more extravagant. We're getting a lot more into the decor, into the food, and it's really become more of a celebration rather than just a shower of gifts for the mom-to-be and the father-to-be. The first step to planning your own shower is to create a budget. Your budget is everything. Without a budget, you'll end up spending way too much money because you'll just start picking up things that you see that you think you'll like, and you may not even use all of it. What I like to do for my baby shower planning is to do a per person rate. Now, when I say per person, I'm not saying that each person coming to your baby shower is worth the amount that you put on it, but like I said, we're getting into a lot more extravagant baby showers when it comes to the decor, when it comes to the food and drink. In the low range, you're looking at around $50 to $80 per person. In the mid range, you're looking at $100 to $150 per person, and then the higher range, you're looking at about $200 and up per person. So let's do the math really quick on this. If you have a lower end budget, and say you invite about 25 people to your baby shower, on the lower end, you're looking at about $50 per person. Your baby shower budget will be $1,250. Now, for some of you, that may sound like a whole lot of money, and why not just take that money and go and buy something for your baby? You can do that, but as I mentioned probably twice now, that baby showers are becoming more of a celebration rather than just a way to receive gifts from the people who love you. You should receive a lot of the value in what you put into your shower when it comes to your guests bringing gifts. Most of the time, the mother gets way much more than what she puts into her shower when it comes to gifts. And why not have a celebration on top of the gifts that you're going to be receiving? When I mentioned the budget, it was probably a little scary for some, but that's just how I do it. I know some people, it doesn't matter how many people they're inviting, they're saying that I only want my budget to be $500, and that's perfectly fine. You can do that. Or I only want my budget to be $5,000. Step 2 is to formulate your guest list. After you've created a budget, not before you create a budget, you want to formulate your guest list. And the reason we don't do this before the budget is because the budget is going to determine how many guests you're able to accommodate. Always remember that more guests does equal more money. Now, if you want to keep your budget the way that it is, no matter how many people you invite, you will have to scale back a lot, because when people go to any event, I mean any event, you're going to want to feed them. It's obviously tacky if you don't, or if you don't have enough food to provide for them. That could also be seen as really tacky. And I never recommend having your guests do a potluck style event. That, in my opinion, is tacky, although you may have family who are more than willing to bring things, and obviously, of course, let them do that if that's something that you're comfortable with. But I never like to put any kind of burden on my guests whenever they're coming to my events. That's just my opinion. If you do something else, like I said, that's perfectly fine. Step number 3. Now, this seems very simple for some people. You just choose a date right off the top of your head, and you're like, yeah, that's going to be the date that I choose, no matter what. Dates are also extremely important, probably even more important than the budget. For a baby shower, you're going to want that to be on a Saturday, maybe on a Sunday afternoon, possibly after church, or if that's a day that your family most likely gets together, you can do that. But I do recommend having a baby shower on a Saturday. People really don't put enough thought into the date as they should, and they end up wondering why people don't show up to their event. A few dates to avoid would definitely be holidays, It would be VIP family members' birthdays or anniversaries, vow renewals. And whenever I say VIP family members, I'm meaning the older generation of family. If it's like your grandmother's birthday, your great aunt's birthday, godparents' birthday, and things like that, and you normally would celebrate with them, or your family would normally celebrate with them, you definitely don't want to take away from that date, because A, your family, you don't want them to have to choose, and B, they will most likely choose to go to an older person's event rather than a baby shower. Look into when those dates are and try your hardest to avoid them. Another thing to avoid would be graduation. Spring semester, you're looking at graduations being around May for high school and possibly June for college. And then you are looking at, for college, graduation taking place in December. So definitely make sure what your local graduation dates are, or in the surrounding towns where you're thinking about having family, and try to plan around that. Now, if no one in your family is graduating, of course those dates are available to you, but you still want to look into that, because a lot of venues and things like that won't be available or as readily available, and even sometimes you may see an upcharge on that because that is such a wanted date. Step 4 will be your decor and your theme. With decor, it is really easy to go outside of the budget and just pick up things at the store when you see something really cute. Try your hardest to avoid doing that. Have a direct number and a direct price with what you're trying to spend, and work from there. What I like to do first is to visit Pinterest, and also visit Instagram and find some inspirational photos. I try to use these photos as a guideline whenever I'm trying to work with color schemes and things like that. I've also organically created my own color schemes and my own design plans. But a lot of my customers, whenever they come to me, they show me pictures of things that they've seen that they've liked, and I work from there and I add my little touches throughout, and I also add theirs as well. If you were to go on Pinterest and you create a pin board, you can work from there. So say for instance, you have a cute dessert table that you've seen. You're gonna wanna find those pieces as much as you can from places like Hobby Lobby, Walmart, even the Dollar Tree. You can also look on YouTube and see what people have created with very small budgets. I've seen some amazing things over the years of things that people have created for a fraction of the cost that it would be if you were to buy it already assembled or brand new. If you were to go on Instagram and you're looking for vendors for your wedding, say for instance you need a balloon artist, or you need a cake decorator, a DJ, things like that. Yes, people do have DJs at their baby showers. You can easily go on Instagram, and a little trick that I found out are what I call specialty hashtags, where you do the hashtag, the service that you're looking for, and then the location. So say for instance you're in the Houston area and you're looking for a balloon artist, you can do hashtag balloons Houston, Texas, or hashtag balloons HOUTX, or whatever the abbreviation would be for local area, and a lot of things usually will pop up. You have those very diligent vendors who uses a lot of hashtags and they want people to find them, so they're going to use things like that to get more people viewing their page. Another really important thing when it comes to decor, typically or specifically vendors, is to go and look at reviews and look at the work that you're going to be ordering. Always visit their website. If a vendor does not have a legitimate website, or the website is confusing and you don't really have a clear way of knowing where to go or how to navigate the website, it's usually a red flag. I know that everyone is not tech savvy and they may not know how to create a professional website, but so many different web building apps and things like that that people can use online that are really, really simple to use. And if their website still doesn't look up to par, then it's a big problem. It's a red flag for me. I know there's a red flag. I'm just letting you guys know that. If you still feel comfortable using them, then that's totally up to you. But those are definitely some things that I would look at when it comes to choosing reliable vendors for a party. Another thing you want to do is to look on clearance. A lot of times whenever I'm shopping for a particular event, I sometimes shop even a year in advance. Like if you know that your daughter is going to turn 1 next year, which they do, they turn ages, you're going to want to plan extremely early and go ahead and get those things while they're off season. If you know that your son or daughter is having a unicorn themed birthday party that's coming up, and you want to go ahead and get those things whenever they're off peak. So right around summertime and after summertime, all of the pastel colors and things like that, they go on sale, they're on clearance, and you can easily pick up those items for either the next year, or you can have yourself a unicorn party in the fall if you wanted to. I know that Hobby Lobby and Michael's, they always have some kind of sale, some kind of coupon. Try not to spend full price as much as you can, but if not, then you'll just have to factor that into your budget as well. Step 5 would be to send your invitations. I don't know about you, but I am definitely steering away from paper invitations that go out in the mail. A lot of people do not check their mail. If you are having a wedding, that's a different story, but for something like a baby shower, I would recommend just going online and creating eVites, sending those out, and get your responses that way. People are on their phones all the time. So if you were to send them a message inviting them somewhere, then they'll most likely see it and they'll respond a whole lot quicker than if you were to send them something in the mail. There are a few free websites and I'll link them down below. You can use a picture of the honoree and write out a cute little invitation to your friends and family to send out via text. Make sure you use cute emojis and send it out. You can do it as a group or you can send them out individually, and normally people will respond and let you know whether they can or cannot make it. Step 6 is planning the games and entertainment for your shower. If you've ever been to a baby shower, we have all played the cute baby shower games. Look on Pinterest for 1,000 ideas of different games that you can play. A baby shower can definitely be dull and boring if you don't have really fun games. So I'll put a link in the description box. A few games that I found are ones that get people up and on their feet, moving around, and everyone is having a really good time. So step number 7 would be to order the food and the drinks for your event. For a baby shower, you're looking on more of the light appetizer sizes rather than a huge sit-down meal. Now you can do that if you want to, because as I've also said before, baby showers are now more of celebratory events, and they're becoming a lot more elaborate. What I would recommend is doing plenty of appetizers, and if you'd like to do something that's more heavier, you can always go for a pasta bar or hamburgers that they can customize themselves. You can do something like that as well. The thing that I recommend is that you have some kind of alcoholic beverage. Now, if you know that there's someone in your family or it's yourself, well, not you the mother, hopefully, that's dealing with an alcohol problem, you may not want to have it there, and that's totally okay. Or if it's for religious reasons, that's also totally okay. But if it's really none of those things, just not having alcohol at an event can always be a turnoff to some of your guests. Even if it's something like on the lighter side, maybe wine, sangria, or beer, always have something with alcohol in it to serve at your event, because some people need that, I call social juice, to help them be more social and have a good time and to loosen up a bit. So think about it, and if it's something that you are just absolutely against, then that's totally you. That's up to you, but I do recommend that. A lot of the budget does go to food and the cake and drinks and things like that. So make sure that you have that in your budget. These are steps, but really there's 7 really important things for a baby shower, and they can really be done in any order except for the budget. Just make sure that your guests have plenty to eat, plenty to drink, and they will be some happy campers. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you gathered some tips that you can use to plan your very own baby shower. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments below. My name is Nika Richard. I've been planning events since 2006, and my very first event was a baby shower. So baby showers are really close to my heart. I've seen them evolve over the years into something wonderful, beautiful. I've seen beaming moms, and people just put a lot of effort into it, and families come together. It's a really beautiful event and a really beautiful way to welcome your new baby. If you're an expecting mom, congratulations. If you're an expecting dad, congratulations. I'm so excited for you. Please subscribe, and I will be posting videos on different events to plan. Because event themes are so different, they are different as well in the planning process of it. And I hope that you tune in for tips on how to make your event extra special. Again, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and leave me some questions down below if I left anything out. Bye. Over a few light bites and provide gifts for the mother of the child. Sorry. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Have a great day.